Hello, TL, how are you doing? Hello everyone, welcome. How have you guys been? Had a good weekend? Alright, so today we're gonna start a new game. Since I finished Mario Wonder, I was not expecting to finish this game so early. It is definitely much shorter than it should be, which is a big complaint from me. Come on! OBS! What the heck? OBS, you froze! Whatever. You're doing well? As I was saying, you know, I am playing a new game because I was not expecting Super Mario Bros. Wonders to be, you know, finishing so quickly. Let's fix my camera a little bit. So yeah, it's a tad little bit early, so I am looking forward to, you know, playing new games. I mean, by any means, this is not like new as in, you know, it just released. But I mean, it's certainly I would consider it new in the sense that I have not played it myself. And I don't think I remember I have played any of the Ace Attorney franchise bunch 3. However, I did enjoy a lot of the Phoenix Wright series, so I did play it on my own time, a lot of my own time on Ace Attorney. So this is one of those games that was on sale on the last Black Friday, so I took the opportunity to buy it, and now we're gonna play it. Alright, I'm also making an announcement for the schedule of this week. I posted the entire schedule, the stream schedule on this week on Discord. So as usual, well, today it's the new thing, so the Ace Attorney. And Wednesday, we're gonna try to wrap up Seas of Star here, which we already have the normal ending. We got 6 of the 7, you know, pillars done already, so the pillars are like pretty much like side quests, so once you finish the side quest, the pillar lights up. But the last pillar is a little bit tougher to get in the sense that it's a lot of, you know, fetch quest, adventure, getting all the rainbow conch shell basically. I have like 30 something, almost 40 out of 60, so I'm still missing 20. I have absolutely no idea where to get that. So I need to revisit all different maps before I can actually get those. So it'll be a lot of, you know, going back and forth on Wednesday, and then, you know, Friday as usual, we will be playing Splatoon 3, and this week's special will be the big run, so we are gonna do big run. Now, Ace Attorney will be going on every Monday until I finish the entire game, of course, and by then, hopefully, we will be, you know, close to February, which will be lined up for the next 2 games that I'm gonna want to play, which will be the Peach game and the Mario DK game. That will be lined up on February, right? So I have 2 games that is lined up currently, so I'm waiting to finish on Seas of Star this Wednesday. Provided that I finish Seas of Star this Wednesday, the next Wednesday afterward, I also made the announcement on Discord, will be Star Ocean the Divine Force. Okay, I'm not playing Star Ocean 2. Not that I would definitely make an exception for Star Ocean Remake, because I felt like, you know, that game has so much kind of different endings and whatnot. I have not finished, you know, Star Ocean with all the endings. I definitely finished Star Ocean, the OG one, the Star Ocean 2. I finished the game, what, like 3 times? It is one of my favorite games of all time, honestly. But at the same time, you guys know how I feel about remakes, you know? Just don't slap the remake and, you know, pretty much give me, you know, full price. But I feel like, you know, first of all, Star Ocean 2, the remake definitely has enough change. They change, you know, the entire background. They change every single thing. There are different characters being added and whatnot. And with the game already having 86 plus endings with, you know, even different permutation, that should be, you know, good enough for me to buy. And the most important thing is, even though I finished Star Ocean 2, I never owned it myself. As in, you know, I ran it back in the day with Blockbuster. And I believe I kept it for like a couple of months without returning. I keep renewing a Blockbuster, but I never bought the game, so I could have bought it if I, decided that I should buy it, but then somehow I never got it. So that's why, I'll make an exception on Star Ocean 2, me having played it, but at the same time never owned it. Whereas, Mario RPG, I owned it, I played it. It's not something that has different permutation. They didn't change, enough for me to buy it. So, yeah, that is the difference. Okay? You're getting no exercise and gaining weight. Well, go to gym, start about, just start at home. Alright, we're gonna start, Phoenix, right? Oh, not Phoenix, right? Ace Attorney, because we don't see it. I don't know. Like I said, I've never played this one, so I don't know whether Phoenix, right, will appear on this one. But we're gonna see. I mean, I might need your help too, guys. If you guys see some, some form of, inconsistency. For those of you who have never played any Ace Attorney or Phoenix Wright series, it's basically about a, judicial system where you play, either the prosecutor or the lawyers, but you are gonna ask some people question. Well, there's two ways. The first way is, collect all the data you need from, crime scenes and whatnot. That is like the easy part. Once you go to the court part, you have to, ask questions to people in the game, and once you can press them like, what do you mean by this and that, and but the goal is to basically find inconsistency in the testimony. So if something contradicts with each other's, you have to pull it out and say, no, this contradicts with whatever we found on the crime scene or whatever you said earlier, that something is not right, and yada yada yada. So this is the whole premises throughout the Ace Attorney series. And if you guys find any inconsistency or stuff like that, you can say it in the chat. I don't mind. We're gonna play it together if that's what it is. Like I said, I've never played this particular game, but I played all the, at least most of them I've played. All right. So it's about raising objection. You play the role of a lawyer. So if someone said, I saw, a lady wearing pink, and later on changes the testimony to, the lady was wearing blue, and say, no. Lady, you said that it was wearing pink earlier, now you say it's blue, so what is the deal with it? So you basically raise an objection. No, this contradicts with that. Or, something said, it was stabbed in the back, but the wound was from the front, so you say, no, you said it was stabbed in the back, but, the evidence we have is basically from the front. So what do you mean by they got stabbed in the back? So this is the things that, you need to be aware of depending on, whatever is said. Now, that's a lot to take in, consider that, we have a couple of stuff. They usually have, like, different chapters with different cases of Ace Attorney. So what you're gonna do, usually the first one is easy, and then it started to gradually go a little bit harder, and at the end it's almost like, impossible. And sometimes the game is very finicky, even though the objection is, the objection, but you did not raise it at the proper time because it's not the proper sentence that he said it properly or whatever. So once we're there, we're gonna do that. But hey, hello. We're gonna select an adventure. We're not gonna go to the special content. So we're gonna go on a new game because, well, we're starting a new game. So, no, I explain a lot, but it's quite easy to, understand once you get the hang of it.
Brought great waves of Western influence.
I'm just gonna remove this thing in my hand. Ah.
The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some were swept away by the tide.
Is the volume okay, guys? He's dead!
For one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Okay, he's holding a gun. He looked shook. Bienvenue au la carnaval. You cannot say that, but okay. A la carnaval. Wrong French! Objections! I just, reduce myself tiny a little bit so that you guys can see. There you go. Okay, Supreme Court of Judicature? Judicature? Okay. That's a little bit of the, English and French mixing. What is that? I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors of this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? You had cutscene, that's a change? No. It always has cutscenes. From the last one, I believe it has cutscene. Oh no, nothing save your glares, murderer! Update it. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident, and now here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! He's not obliged to listen to such an abuse officer. True that. I mean, back in the days, I don't know, but now, yes. Who are you? I am this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat me as a criminal. Yes, depending on where in the world, and this is from my real world experience that is going on, depending on where in the world, some part of the world you are guilty until proven otherwise, but here in Canada, it's the opposite. You're innocent until you're proven guilty, right? In some part of the state, you're also guilty until proven, depending on what kind of laws we're talking about. So be mindful of that. I mean, I say it like that, but a lot of technicalities in there. It's a little bit more complicated than Look at you, you haven't even graduated yet! I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. That court officer, if it's in Canada, current system. Yes, by the way, I do, well, not anymore, but we do correctional officer, do take care of those kind of things, so it's included in our job. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, I suppose that wasn't my fault. Hello, Ali. You'll be very mindful, yes. Oh, really, Kazuma, I've never meant to drag you into this, I'm sorry. There you go about apologizing, just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspaper this past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by a student! That is Ali when she did not get her grades. I'm sure, Ali. Why did you do that? But obviously you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it. So like I said earlier, if you guys see some form of contradiction and I'm not seeing it, you can tell me in the chat. I don't mind being spoiled. I'm not that kind of streamer, like whatever, We're gonna solve the murders together. Well, not solve. We're gonna protect the innocent together, alright? I mean, I'm not gonna count on Joshi because Joshi always steals underwear, so I'm not gonna protect Joshi from that. But other than that, like I said, if you see some form of inconsistency in the dialogues that have been, put forward right now to some form of, proof, you can say that, alright? You're freezing, the wind chill is like -10 right now, it's gonna get you. You mean? I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. You're just gonna blind me. First of all, there are no lawyer, and I do mean like no lawyer in the current system, at least Canadian system. That is, yeah, I'm gonna believe you. They're gonna believe you, but they're gonna also look at the proof and like, oh shit, sometimes, you know, the mere shit that some lawyers and prosecutors talk behind, you know, clients' back. I'm just saying. It's never like he's innocent, he's not innocent. It's like, yes, oh, but here's the thing I have in my hand. It's more like, you know, an argumentation more than anything. Like, am I not innocent, but he's not exactly innocent because of this and that. And it's always like, you know, the sentence, depending on how much chance you can get that, you know, envisioned sentence or not. So if the lawyer is defending the person, you know, thinks that he can be liberated, or, you know, something else, like, you know, you are aiming for 6 years, but we are aiming for like, you know, 2 months. How can we go in between? It's never like you're innocent and you're not innocent. It doesn't work like that, you know. I don't know elsewhere. I mean, I know a little bit, you know, in well, in Hong Kong, you know. I mean, especially in Canada, because I am in the background. But it never works like that. Like, never works like that. No. No. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still undergrad. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyer is only a few years old here in Japan, you know. So we're talking about, you know, a very primal system here compared to the Phoenix Wright system. Now I'm talking from a gaming perspective. So the Phoenix Wright era, it's pretty much like the modern era. A little bit of, you know, spirit thing thrown in, but it's only closer to the modern era, whereas in maybe a couple hundred years before that, so it's a very new concept here. So we are talking about a very primal system of laws in Japan here. So they're short during cold weather, yay! You said exactly the same day 3 days ago. I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. 3 days ago. So the concept of Phoenix Wright is always like this too. We have a very beginner lawyer trying to defend, but he has the heart of a gold, believing the client to the fullest, and does manage to prove, and most of the time, their client innocent through, you know, different unconventional means as well. And I am expecting a little bit of a Ryonosuke. I don't know this character compared to Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright is definitely the one that started everything, the character itself. I'm pretty sure, you know, it's so famous that, you know, some other games like Marvel vs. Capcom that put Phoenix Wright in. But at the same time, you know, I would expect this Ryonosuke to be on the same line as Phoenix Wright, in the sense that he, you know, well, he's saying that he's an entire newbie, but he would probably use some unconventional means, and well, here there are no conventions, like, you know, the entire system of law is new. So it's gonna be creating precedents, sister. It looks like you're going to get study abroad, alas. I know, I've been forever dreaming. I'll be talking a little bit, you know, more, since there's a lot of, you know, readings compared to, you know, let's say Splatoon and stuff here, so I hope you guys, you know, wouldn't mind that. And it's definitely a little bit different from how I do my stream compared to others, because I feel like, you know, I cannot just play the game without having, you know, any explanation, just raising my objection and stuff. You know, it doesn't work like that. Whereas, you know, Splatoon, I just go in, shoot the other guy. That's a totally different type of game, so I hope that you guys won't mind. Representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. His living legend is like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about changes in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. Okay, we are talking about different things. Okay, the British Empire. So I do have a little bit of a knowledge of those as well. We have a wild time tearing up the street of the majesty city of London together. So we're talking about Japan, probably we're gonna move to the British system as well, which is a little bit different as well. You know, my good. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like. So see you in English. Then Pana! So is my character also aiming to be a lawyer? I'm absolutely blank. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Okay, Kazuma Ryunosuke. Sogi, may I have a word? Lady? I didn't know you were coming, Professor. You look shady as hell, Professor. You're probably the killer. Well, this case of personal significance, of course it has. If you're the killer, you probably have the personal significance view. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You'll be going against me, is it? You should go immediately to the judge's chamber. What for? To His Excellency chamber. Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a certain decision, and it seems there might be some confusion about procedure today as a result. Procedure. Okay. Hello, Robo. Eat a salad, Josh it and bacon did. I mean, he's already eating too much, he needs to go exercise. I might get a little bit distracted. Usually when I play these kind of games, like I read, I had, you know, me and myself focusing on, you know, every single thing and analyzing everything. Now I have the chat to take care of and the game at the same time. So I might miss quite a bit of things. What I'm trying to say. And that's why I'm asking you guys if you see anything that goes, you know, beyond some form of logics. Like, just tell me, like, you know, line 3. Or where he says that she's lying or some shit like that, you know? We're gonna do it together, solve a mystery. How about that? And who are you? Professor something question mark dot dot dot. Oh, this is awkward. He is smiling. If I may. Sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. That's right. He's looking at me. My name is Yuji Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine. Forensic medicine, okay, at Yume University. Professor Mikotoba. My pictures? It's a Christmas tree. Asogi has told me about you and he are best friend, I understand, yes? As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, he should fail to define you in today's trial. I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of it. He is trying like way too hard to, you know, dissuade me from getting a proper defense here. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand, why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it! Alright, will how fast time went? Always. I didn't do it, I swear, I'm not a murderer! I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. What? You soon understand. One proceeding gets underway. And what should I do? Naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone. You must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do? Valentine's is next? No, New Year's is next. And then Valentine's. I don't have Valentine's. But what would the question be? Surely not? Do you accept the accusation brought before you? Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom. Why is he asking me to do I do? Surreptitious discussion about to cut short. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defendant's lawyer in this case. Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Guys, am I getting the wrong impression of that new professor looks shady as hell? It almost looks like Joshi when he's trying to steal underwear. You'll be found guilty of murder? No. Yeah, always watch it, the celebration. It's celebrating. With absolutely no idea what laser had embarked on that unforgettable trial. Well, let's do this. My one and only chance of proving matters in the trial that would decide my destiny. Man. Christmas, New Year, more game coming, so many things. I mean, we do have, you know, Chinese New Year before that, I believe this year, before Valentine's Day. Let's go. No court in the land has more power. I don't know much like sitting in the public gathering. Is that the jury? Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Okay, if it is, you know, compared to our system, definitely no member of the jury will be comprised of any peace officers. Anyone that has, you know, served in the law system, like lawyers, prosecutors, and all those kind of people. So there are other people like in the military who are not allowed to be sitting in the jury, but we're gonna see it here. The power that we have demanded that this be a secret trial. A trial that's close to ordinary member of the public. Only military or government official might attend. Okay, so we are treating that as a military court. If that's the case, that might have a different sounding to it, because we have the normal court system, and then we also have the military court, which acts totally as a separate entities, and that's very different. And they do their own stuff. And I'm not very much aware of the military court compared to the normal court. I'm more familiar with the normal court where people, you know, be sentenced to murder and whatnot, but that is a very peculiar things to do here, though. Now become clear on time before now. You have for GTA Trader? You wanna get Mario RPG for Christmas? Sure. Get it. I mean, I'm not getting next game whatsoever until, you know, with the Peach Kingdom and on Mario and DK. Okay, what is the question? The first question that I need to say I do. The judge always looks the same. Except this time he has a little bit of a big beard, but the facial feature is always like the same thing. And the first case is always that goofy little prosecutor on the other side that's also always, you know, making a lot of mistakes and whatnot. So this time we have Mochi, but it's the same face that they're using, honestly. As is the defense, we are ready. Let's go. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defendant made a last-minute request to change of advocate. That is correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, that I'm obliged to ask the court for final confirmation now. Who advocate for the defendant? Who advocate for the defendant? If I do that, he is not. Oh god, okay. If I say I do that, he is not gonna be able to represent me because I rejected his request to be. But hey, then at the same time, you know, he said that he does. He made the request to be the defending of this case, so that's already like a trap. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Wait and see. Because if I say I do and I didn't say I'm gonna defend myself, that would be perjury. And I've been accused of murder, for goodness sake. It's no time for lie. Yes, because if he is found to be the one that, well, obviously they know that they made the request. He just said that he himself made the request. So if I'm gonna lie to about it, that's totally perjury. That is, you know, really easy to find. And then the credibility of my credibility in this case would be, you know, down to zero, and it would be very hard to go back all the way to being a, you know, liable defender. So no, I'm not gonna say I do though. This game is an RPG, right? It's not exactly an RPG. But if I don't say I'll defend myself now, things could end very badly for my friend.
Yes!
Wow. I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke, will be defending myself. Okay, so we're gonna play as Ryunosuke as a lawyer now. Okay, fine. They are both like, you know, greenhorn, whatever. What are you playing on, Ryunosuke? Yeah, what are you playing on? Professor Mikoto told me everything just now before the trial. He did what? He said that your dream of starting a boat would be dashed if you were to lose. You means you don't have faith in me? You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes, I knew that's how you feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotova shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Oh wow, we're gonna defend ourselves here, guys. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant is so apparent his confidence can speak for himself. Is that so, Naruhodo-san? Yes! Oh, yes, exactly! Exactly what I was thinking. I'm not confident. In fact, my mind's a complete blank here. Yes, girl, I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. For a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. Now I need... Whoa. That fan actually is saying the character guilty. Or sin. Not guilty. Sin. You... Well, maybe in Japanese it means, you know, guilty, but whatever. You must have perpetrated as a most heinous crime indeed. Okay, let's go. Oju one, but you never play it. I'll play this one. Play this one. Luigi was not in the Oju. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature, Japan. A very highest standard of conduct I expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. Oh crap. Okay. He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with a very simplest question, yes. So, can you state before the court the name of the victim in this case? I need to look at the different proofs. Why can I look at the different proofs? Let me guess, your mind's gone blank? Oh shit. Where do I keep my Switch games? In the library? Well, in the bookshelf case. But I mean, this one I bought it on, you know, Black Friday because I was, you know, I like, you know, Phoenix Wright, but I I don't necessarily go for like a physical copy of stuff. So I saw that on Black Friday was on sale, and I always like, you know, the franchise of Phoenix Wright franchise. So I thought to myself, you know, I'm gonna buy it. Same thing with Star Ocean. I like Star Ocean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've never played the 6th one, which came out like last year. So yeah, I'm willing to play that as well, but not enough to buy it. So it was on sale on Black Friday. Let's do it. Hello PDB. Yeah, where's the court evidence? You can access the court or press R. Well, press R. Proof that I'm a student of the Interval Union University. Was it on the color of my thing? That's me. Eugene Mikoto. I believe that is Johnson H. Wilson. So it's an Englishman. The victim of this case, he was basically a professor of medicine at Yuma University. And he's also a professor. He's an authority in forensic medicine. Okay. So John H. Wilson is the name. You already tired? So everything to do with the currency found in the court a record. Okay. Now even I'm waiting any longer, go on. What is the name already? John H. Wilson?
Yes!
Dr. John H. Wilson is the victim. Maybe you have another one. Get plenty of sleep. Go to sleep! Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England invited to Yuma University 3 years ago. Do I like this game? I like this game. It's definitely different, but it's more like, you know, how will I say this? More like a novel, like a crime novel. You go through different, you know, dialogues and whatnot, and you try to find, you know, the inconsistency of different stuff, and you try to put it together. So it's definitely much different compared to, let's say, an action game and whatnot. But you know, sometimes it's good to play this, and while other times, you know, I like to play this. But definitely in general, I do like the Phoenix Wright franchise. Some are definitely better than others. There's so many Phoenix Wright games or Ace Attorney games out there. You know, more than what, 8 now by now. So it's more like, you know, visual novels. It's what I would play. So it's not even like an RPG, honestly. Well, there's such a profound implications. Let's go. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after a lengthy negotiation. So we're gonna, you know, put it right after Second World War. There can be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And that is by the delicate circumstance the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduate at the Imperial Yuma University, are you not? Yep. Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? Get out. I did not do it. Joshi did it. So everyone is looking at this case. On the other side of the world, the British Empire, especially the court, therefore wishes for a speedy resolution on this matter, okay? In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policy negotiation. And you are a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has the unusual peculiarity, is it? Exactly, our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. We're gonna find the murderer. Joshi, you are the one! Because the victim was an Englishman. nationality treaty will make any difference for me here. Maybe it does. Maybe. You are the victim? You're not dead. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Then I should know who killed it, right? Oh dear, look at the time. I'll better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea, after all, it's not every day that you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant. It's okay. See you in English class tomorrow then. Partner! You are dead? Dead. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. What? So I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor of Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. Hello, Professor. Should maybe get a Sonic Superstar? Yeah. I don't think Adia would get it. She's like me, over Sonic. So I went over to the professor's table. So I did meet with the victim, introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Let me pose my next question, defending now the photo. Post-mortem report, that's one of the most important things. Always go for the report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. Remember for me guys, after 2 p.m. was caused by a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. So the bullet did not pass through the victim's body. So it was still... If it did not pass through, then it must have been lodged inside the body of the victim as well. So, male British time of death, 19th of November, shortly after 19th of November. A single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through. Single bullet. So single bullet as well. Okay. How did the professor of medicine lose his life from a single bullet? Every assertion must be backed by evidence. Presented!
Yes!
Mario RPG is $60. The victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. In the West, a doctor dissects corpse to identify the cause of death in an autopsy, which is the autopsy report that we get sometimes. But here in Japan, the police often inspect the body. So no autopsy back in the days. Okay, draws conclusion that way, so there might be some liabilities. Why is it more? Because when you do the conversion, it's pretty much the same. It's like, you know, roughly around the same. So 80 would be the equivalent of, you know, $60 USD. I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Photographic print of the scene of the crime. You know, in the sun scorch mark around the bullet. Powder explosions. No exit wound. Close range but not on it. No burn mark. I mean, I'm reading a little bit too much into it. No burn mark, nothing. I mean, you can see gunpowder scatter around, so it's not on him. We should assume that the victim was shot at close range. You play games of MOMA in North America? Yes, it's the same. It's the same system. Any games that you have in the state, we have in Canada. It's the same principle for MOMA, except some rare instances, but the same thing for Mexico. It's part of North America. What else? It is modern scientific evidence. No, it's not modern. It's not an autopsy, but it was a photograph. It's clearly superior to drawing. The details are incredible. Nice. He has a stick behind it. It's not real. So far, I'm not finding anything that warrants anything. But okay, let's move on. ESRB ratings, yes we do. Like I said, it's the same system, Robbie. Don't complicate it. Except for the price conversion, everything is the same. There's absolutely no different from where you're buying it from the state. In Canada, it's the same. Absolutely the same. Like there are absolutely zero differences. Games that are banned in the state will be banned here as well. The only thing that is different, they might include a little bit of a French explanation, but even then, nowadays, the little booklet of explanation no longer a thing, so... Other than that, it's like the same ratings, same price range, conversion, same. So without further ado, in order to better apprise a court with the facts of the case, let's present yourself. Prosecutor Herbert called its first witness was there at the scene of the crime when it happens. Let's go. This is it then. I think I have worked out what the professor had in mind. But that doesn't mean I can still act as your assistant. When I was speaking with Milton Boy simply said, Kazuma must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in it. Because he's the killer! He's the killer! Rein in that crazy look a bit while the men control the cold sweat. Oh shit. Only if you rein in the crazy habit and control the cold stares. And listen, when you go to the court, some people are definitely a little bit more intimidated by a lot of different factors, whereas, you know, some other people are just a bit wilder. People react differently in court. I've seen it personally myself, so it is what it is. But it can be a little bit intimidating when you first went to the court. State your name and occupation. I've seen people throw up, I've seen people, you know, faint, I've seen other people, like, you know, totally unfazed by every single thing. Some people are like arrogant, some people are just talk a lot, some people are just annoying, some yeah. Different people react differently, is what I'm trying to say. State your name and occupation. Of course, my name is Satoru Ozonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western style restaurant called La Carnaval. La Carnaval, that's like... He's bleeding! Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, what? Oh shit. It's a regular occurrence, it really doesn't bother. Really? You really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern border was developed by a foreign visitor some years ago. It became a very fashionable district now full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurs in one of the district's so-called restaurant and Occidental eatery 3 days ago. So like Calaban? Understood, Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. Now that's the important part, like, if you guys are not familiar with it, the first witness is gonna say stuff. Like I said earlier, they are gonna say a bunch of stuff. Sometimes, you know, on first instances, there might be no contradiction with whatever we have. We have very limited amount of detail right now. So, yeah, but we can press the witness so that he talks a little bit more about certain sentences that he said, or I can basically brat out, you know, present evidence that, you know, whatever he said contradicts with evidence we have in other court record already. So we're gonna see what he's gonna talk about. So we're gonna see. Maybe he said, you know, he saw someone shooting from behind, like what I said earlier. But we're gonna see. Well, just after 2 PM on the day in the question, no, so the time is right. We have a field junior at that time of day, so it's definitely a little bit after 2. So we have field dinners at the time of the day. The lunchtime rush was over and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in what with my memories of it too. There were hardly anyone else in the place. I should get a big piece of cake. Go for it! And share it wherever. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. Like crock pots? A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area and see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, guns in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes! Objection!
The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw, you amateur! I want red velvet with cream vanilla frosting. The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant now reporter. Don't worry, you know, you'll have your chance to fight back. Yes. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness. Yes. If I may confirm one point, waiter, standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in the court today. Yes, without question. Apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? He did say like 3 tables were occupied. No. He said 3 people. Who's the 3rd person? When I wanted to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite to him at his table. That's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still. What should I do? Oh, shit. What should I do? Should I interject? He did say like 3 tables though. I will interject.
Yes! Objection!
Happy early birthday to sis. So we have a planner. Okay, a sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume. She's a little bit older than you. I want to see that plan. She's gonna be 40. She's young. The way the business. The sketch of the restaurant layout is on the back. I want to examine that shit. What is that? I want to flip it. I want to flip it. Can I flip it? That says kitchen. That's the entrance. I mean, you guys don't know, but it does say kitchen. Here where the magnifying glass is. And that's the entrance. For those of you who don't know, yes, I can read that. Even though I'm not Japanese, you know, some words from Japan is definitely very similar to Chinese. So that's why I'm saying kitchen, entrance. So there are 6 tables who each seated with 4 people. He's seated right here. Okay. The only person in close proximity was the defending on the trial today. I was seeing we are looking on the black and white case here. Am I allowed to cross-examine the witness, please? If you admit your guilt at the stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. Oh no. As an unsworn witness, in order to explain the detail of the case to the court, but I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who are present at the scene. Okay, I want to see those sworn things. First of all, you are hiding evidence from me. That is not allowed in any form or any way. That is not proper evidence. They need to be presented, you know, beforehand so that, you know, prosecution and the lawyer can discuss all matters of evidence before the trial goes by, the official trial. It's still a form of trial when they exchange the information, but all the evidences must be presented. Unless during the trial there are some new elements that comes by, that will require a little bit of an investigation further on down the line. And that is totally something else, but generally speaking, all the evidences that is presented on the court, on the trial, must be presented beforehand. Pro forma is what we call it. I mean, maybe the Japanese system is different. I'm talking entirely from a Canadian's perspective and stuff. What do you mean? I'm innocent! We're sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for the more lenient sentence? No! That is always like, you know, up to you. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about this, about that, peculiarities. That's the pressure that some, you know, I've seen some lawyers. That does happen in real life. Do it. Like I said, it's not always about innocence, but it's the weight of the evidence sometimes that, you know, goes against it. Don't believe you're innocent, I trust you. Despite knowing that. High school fun? You know, only not to throw that trust back in my face. If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty, or are you going to give up on yourself? Will feel better? I mean, if you're young, you feel like you're invincible. You get old, your back starting to, you know, protest. You wake up in the morning, you have headaches, hangovers. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Go ahead, that will just see how decisive the evidence really is. What would I choose? What? Plead not guilty? I would definitely plead not guilty if I know that I did not do anything. Prosecutor Archie, please continue with proceeding. Let's go. Psst. You were warned the young can be so reckless. Young and reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when you want to be. I have never seen a saint with that kind of haircut. Like a horn on the top of the head. Get out. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever! The prosecutor next witness, so I have need not even go for the head waiter. Bring me the head waiter back. I want to press that dude. Press that dude. Who the hell are you? 1H for the rest, what number? I would say 25. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant is Yesa Noza, reporting for duty. Myself, I find employed as a purveyor of fine article of antiquity from the fluorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conducted my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District, Kyorio Kore Kuta, at your service. Both the gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be at the diner on the other tongue than the waiter mentioned. Okay, sure. Myself, I habitually take teas of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question that was supposed to, so he's there, and not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curious of which I make my business. Yeah, but 20, you know, some places forbid, you know, alcohol until you're 21, so to be so sure 25, you're allowed to do every single thing you're allowed to do. I'm just saying. I can understand a word a man is saying. He's an antique dealer and it sounds like he's a regular a la carnaval. You seek a potential customer who will have an interest in antiques and try to sell his wares to them. You obviously target La Carnaval because a high-class restaurant will reach a clientele. Alright, I see. Although to be honest, that surgeon looks more like he's just cellular than a bot. Now, both you precise moment of this most atrocious incident, is that correct? Affirmative, the enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war. Oh shit, very passionate. It was that black uniform rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm. Wait, what? This man is impossible to understand. Oh shit. But I'm also sure I heard a stranger during that last thing he said. So this is the decisive evidence of prosecution for strengthening. Okay. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim's dead. Okay. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Let's go. Let's go. One by one, or they both gonna do it? Okay, we're gonna start with the sergeant. Unsavory memories of the most acerbic opportunity. Let's go. Oh, they're gonna do a tandem on me, okay? What the witness saw? I saw ingesting a regulation beef stick. Okay, while having a tactical discussion with the I was ingesting a regulation beef stick in the restaurant. While having a tactical discussion with the old man, okay? Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman, okay? That's useless information, I think. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. Observed the victim action with my own eyes. The black and varsity cadet fired on an English civilian and from the back. Okay, that's the inconsistency there that I was talking about earlier. And it's exactly what was I said too. So the gunshot wound was not from the back, but rather from the front. And there are no exit wounds. So it's impossible that I witnessed that, but let's go on. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio, so he did not see nothing. So your surgeon was actually witnessed the vital moment, as you saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapons at the victim. Okay. Let's go. What time we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light? You did not even see anything, you said so yourself! After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, now we have a little bit of a background story. But that one, you know, that gentleman, we're gonna remember that. Like, it was not from the back. I went back to my table and started drinking from some coffees. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English maid got next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, another bang. Chugan was involved. Okay. If that was true, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. I am examining my right to cross-examine. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice, certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminated any vestige of doubts. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Yes. Objection. Stop saying yes! You should say objection. What happened? The defense demands its right to cross-examination. Good. Dear me, dear me. Let's go. Let me guess, the Hachimaki headband boy next to the told me to do it? How pathetic. Hmm? You cannot have the right to object to me cross-examining anyone. The defendant obviously has only how can he possibly carry out cross. It is still my right. The defense is asserting it's a right to a cross-examination. Good. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Good. There's the objection I was raising. Voice so commanding. I will be objecting to. Alright. Very well. Alright, this is where the battle really begins. Ryonosuke! I don't even know what I have to do in a crossing. You ask question and present the lie. Which means that the soldier said has to be live. It's just a case of proving it, and the key of doing that is evidence. Good. Oh yeah, present some decisive, indisputable evidence that proves a witness is lying. Now let's go. I will do it. Alright then, it's all or nothing. Good. Let's do this, guys. Well, I already know where I'm gonna present the objection already. I don't care whether you're eating the beef or having a tactical assertion. Myself, I was signaling virtual, peculiarly fine, golden curio. I don't care about that. This is the part I'm gonna object. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy action with my own eyes. The black uniform bastard cadet fired on the Englishman, and from the back, a cowardly weasel. So I'm gonna present the objection here. Hold on, let me do it properly. Okay, so I cannot present it like this. Should I present this one or this one?
Yes!
First example of Gabi prison on Muslim. Inconsistency. It's from the front. Just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency. There is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. This is so frustrating, say it! Please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation, it couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. What? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance of the photograph presented by the defendants. But there's a clear discrepancy here, yes. Here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Yesa knows that. The statement you just made was this. The black uniform bastard cadet fired on an English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little wizard. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime of my own military grade eye. Well, you need to get some glasses, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. Because it says it's from the front. Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the killer shot the person from behind. Well, it has been, that is obviously discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Who the heck is from the? Oh, there's a baby on the back. Oh shit. Or was that something just flop up from behind? It's like there's a baby, he push it down, they get out. There's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant? No, that. Sergeant, pathetic? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. What did you see exactly? I don't know how the firearm just shot my eyes were. Firmly fixed on the delicious like carnival steak? What? The last testimony called out for one thing beyond all reason, but the witness, Sergeant Iesa, knows that. Did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. There you go, thank you. But that's absurd! I think the conclusion we must all is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh, the bird, the bird. Yeah, no, the bird. The bird. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. What were you looking at the floor? Hunting for treasures? The Hoei era callback, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my my habit. Yo, it's missing a lot of French for me and wine. To place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest for my shop, a rascal. In the hopes of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it for a meal. On the day under scrutiny was to the military prof my Hoei treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternatives. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of the moment, what were you averting your eyes for? Was there no more? It was simply vanished. The Kuben vanished? I'm thinking around under the table I was in case it might have fallen there. Then it happened. So he was under the table when the shot went on. But I heard it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoei treasure. So why are you even here? Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find a coin in the end? The significance of the coin must be something. I don't know why they brought it here otherwise. The lamentable day the precious Hoei coin was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous squander pocket prize coin for himself. Sergeant, did you take the coin? Oh, the sergeant is a thief too? Demand a swift and decisive resolution. Our governor has promised to send a full report to the Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be an unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, prosecutor of Archie? Worry not, your excellency. The defendant have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. Oh shit. My witness have further testimony to make. Okay. Upon hearing the next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crimes. Okay, sure. I want to see that. The equally despicable defendant, Ryonosuke Haruodo. Okay. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Despicable? What am I, minions to you? Okay, you will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution allegation. I'm not explaining. Is that clear? Good. So we are going for the old man now. As clear as Kitty goes now. Peeking out over your shoulder, that's the baby! The newest member of the Noza family to rise up through the ranks, surnamed Idol. A sign of Sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Idol. Let's go. Your father is about to quell the enemy, oh shit. Are we getting serious about this? Watch and learn, my boy. Even if one of them wasn't the precise moment that fire, it's almost the same thing. Why so? Explain yourself to me. Yes, pointing his gun at the parade main he was, and that young lad in black, that much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed that were only personnel present. Alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the English over and out. That's a little bit of a solid testing. Enough of these outspurts already!
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. You are not here to listen to your fantasies. Who is this woman we're talking about? It is evident this all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of incident. What about that? I mean... Oh, now you're going to show me more photographic prints of the scene. Sure. There's only one place set. Where are the chairs? I don't know what's going on here. It's just not possible that nobody else saw that one. The waiter before said the same thing. I mean, things that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well, but that's not true. I saw her! I swear that I saw a woman with him. What? A bottle of carbonated water and a stick of lunch can be seen on the victim's table. In the hay? For tonight? Okay. You have a good night, Diao. You have a good night. What am I missing from this one? Okay. I don't know what's the meaning of this, but we're gonna investigate a little bit more. I still can't cross-examine! Very sensitive political time, and we all know the ink is still fresh on the treaty. What does that have to do with me then? The thing that I, Takesuchi Aochi, who have contributed to the amity of the two great empires and on. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke, it's not over yet. What if you say it's true, then there's something going on here behind the scene. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I can press it, right? Welcome back, Ali. Even if what I saw wasn't reliable, it's almost the same thing.
Yes!
I'm pressing. We have a difference in opinion, the opinion of a uniform officer versus the fledgling cadet? I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Okay. Did I solve a case yet? No, it's gonna take a long time. It's not like immediate. It's like reading a book. It's a visual novel, so it's a novel that I did. So there you have it. What? The sound of the fire rang in my ears at the very next moment, okay? I saw you waving together the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? No. Antique dealers witnessed the accused in the more incriminated positions. Wow, is that so? Okay. So I'm gonna press on the next one. Pointing is gonna really was that. I'm gonna press. This weekend is Big Run? Did you not see my announcement, Ali? I made the announcement on Discord, Ali. Go see it. Because I picked it up on the floor, well obviously as a Cupid, that's the only way you could explain it away. I just finished drinking my coffee, I was about to leave the restaurant when... Yeah, I noticed a gun on the floor, Dr. Wilson's speed, so I picked it up. You just opened Discord! And at that exact moment, bang! Like this. Sorry? What do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol and pick it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the cooldown from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway. Splatfest? Maybe. It could be a little bit before Christmas. Who knows? A visual searcher will only personnel.
Yes!
We were the only personnel present.
Objection!
I mean, he's not letting me get, you know, say that there was a lady there too. I feel I'm growing in colors by here. Okay. And what else appear to have caught even a glimpse of this woman? A Frosty Fest, a Splatfest as they did, you know, Halloween. I think there will be one. It's a matter of when we got it, before or after. They might want to get it after New Year's. So into the New Year's, but there's definitely one that's coming, especially with the update of Frost season, chill season. If only there'd been more people dining there, Tom, there's someone else would have noticed her. It was already past 2 p.m. when it happened, the quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. This is my job. Certainly 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat, but I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was alive eating at 2 p.m. What is wrong? Or just after New Year's, that's what I'm saying. There was indeed a reason. There was? Okay. This was so... You keep hiding evidence. It was January 4th, yes. It's a medical report. It would seem that they had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Or the clinic. Noon to past 1 p.m. So the victim went for a late lunch following in his appointment. The explanation was simple. The prosecution found no need to submit this report, as it really has no bearing on the case. I'm asking. I am.
Yes!
Every evidence found. I'd like to ask for the medical report card to be submitted as evidence there. Okay.
Objection!
Whether or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. You have the right to explore all possible avenues. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Team handshake. Will I continue doing every month and a half? Yeah, sure. I mean, they have a lot going on compared to Splatoon 2, like, you know, Big Run, the other one, I forgot. Extra, and then after that, you know, Splatfest. Whoever asserting their rights is the most deserving, then that I do agree. A lot of people are talking about their rights. You know, you haven't even said anything yet. It's my right to do so. Shut up. I didn't say no to anything. Why are you talking about your rights? I'm not even denying a request you're talking about your right. What is wrong with you? Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. I want to see that. Examine it? I cannot examine that. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first, right? I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. I always play hide and seek private battle, which was kind of fun, surprisingly.
Yes!
That I did. Forgive me for the position that placed you in. But he was under the table, bro. How can he see? Incontestable evidence will have to support their statement as well. A Muleful one. And I cannot see his report, though. Some of them were getting a Switch for Xmas. I mean, some people will be getting PS5. And the Switch is a big hit. How is that a big hit now? I mean, I feel like either by now the people who did not get it for themselves, it's not any cheaper. I feel like they're integrated to the certain and whether it would test about before. It's not impossible that they are all lying to protect someone. But if so, then why? I have absolutely no idea. Yeah. It's all about the bundles. Yeah. Therefore, no one other than black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out.
Yes!
What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion is just not impossible. They're all looking away. Unfortunately for you, defendant Naruto, it's not just about the case of two witnesses alone. The waiter whose testimony the court heard earlier clearly stated the same thing. He also said the victim was alone. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. Oh shit. I mean, I think, you know, after Christmas that Nintendo might announce a new system in 2024. You know what? Probably summer 2024. I would say that. You know, based on, you know, a lot of stuff that they are doing, but they are not doing any main franchise thing. A lot of, you know, remake and whatnot. Where are all the resources from Nintendo? That's making me thinking, you know, they might be doing a new system altogether. But and if no such proof exists, no further mention of this fandom, remember, it was a blatant waste of course time. There's nothing I can say to that. Alright. He's laughing, I hate him. we're getting some new information now. Well, yes. But I don't feel like he changed his mind. There is discrepancy to the light. Now, how depressing. The last big game is Peach. It is. This is a brand new piece of evidence, so perhaps we should examine it a little bit more. I was trying to examine it before! We have 2 ports. Yeah, port 3 Nick and all those kind of things like I can still not examine that shit. I wanna examine it. The game is still explaining it. This is like a tutorial thing. With a Switch 2 or something. Maybe they're gonna call it something else. Switch U. Like Wii U or Switch U? Or Switch Me? I don't know. Well, okay. You can move the crosshair around the hunt clues that may have been missed before. Okay. If the crosshair starts, I'll say press A to investigate further. Alright, let's do that. Okay, let's see that. It's not letting me! Let me already, you talk too much. That doesn't say anything. Mr. John Wilson Auto Clinic. Wait, what? That's his? His clinic? This is Horror Clinic. This medical. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospital and surgery. Aren't they all the same? I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life, and I remember, even though I feel out already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Okay, I love injection on further, get it, never in my whole life. Better Splatoon isn't even done with the update cycle yet. I mean, it's not because a new system comes out that immediately you're gonna, you know, throw the old games from the older system away. Backward compatible? I don't think this is a good way they treat people for illness like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to. What about the name here? Dentist? Godzilla was first issued quite some time ago. It's probably a record of long-term treatment, that's why. Family doctor. I can imagine going to a doctor. I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one. Well, you would that there'll be no point, so you don't like doctors then. Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine, they give you a painful injection, and then they demand a lot of money from you for privilege. Oh shit. You gotta have more power than the current, and definitely needs to be having more power than the current Switch. If it's the same power, then why do we like to buy it? Maybe not 4K, but definitely at 2K. Or something. I mean, maybe a true 1080p would be a thing. But I think, you know, 2K would be definitely feasible as per a lot of, you know, handheld cells that we already have. But 4K is a little bit of a stretch. Sound like model patient with back case of stubbornness, which is only cure berry beater. Okay. What am I? Open it, thank you. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, there's an entry for the day to Professor was here. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar. He had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. But perhaps they use laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain. Laughing gas, really? I've heard of this anesthesia. although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. And there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioners, a strict no food or drink besides water for 3 hours. So he did not have eaten it. Hello Slayer? With big price change, probably gonna be out. Until anesthetic effect have passed. Really? Sounds like even worth bearing in mind. Good. Okay. I think I presented. If he was not allowed to eat, then I can present them. From eating or drinking anything but water.
Yes!
Maybe a different of $50 I think 100. Well, the game will be disc or cartridge. I think if they are going for the portable system, definitely will be cartridge. Imagine, you know, putting disc. And it definitely feels like, you know, Nintendo is stronger when it comes to, you know, competing in the portable system, where it has a home system. Home system, they're losing to PlayStation in terms of powers and all those kind of things. So I don't think Nintendo is gonna go that way. But the hybrid, you know, home system and very portable, yeah. So I would definitely see them, you know, being able to have a bigger battery capacity. And at the same time, you know, you can plug it in to home system with a 2K system. That's what I think they would be doing. But with that though, either they go very like the other one, like digital completely, or they're gonna go with cartridges. But disc is definitely not the most carryable thing around. It's not even sensible, especially when they are, you know, I mean, with the Switch, they are actually targeting a little bit towards adult, but at the same time, you know, kids will be playing a lot of the games, so I highly doubt, you know, they are gonna give the people something that is so fragile and be able to carry it around. It's just not feasible. Maybe different format of cartridges, but yeah, certainly cartridge. I would be very surprised they go with, you know, this. Everyone stumble on the world occasionally under circumstances. I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. When you raise your hand straight up like that so purposefully, you knew exactly what was it you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your word carefully, just say what you're thinking. Okay. He's a good pal. I feel like eventually I'm gonna have to defend him in the further cases. It's always like that. Korekutasa. Oh, I'm getting some, you know, reassurance here. Now I can talk on my own. This is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Meaning Nesta? Eh. Comparing what is written in this report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't matter.
Objection!
Have you forgotten my words to assume you're amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrogate with your amateurish rival. Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 PM in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may have done before that, no, it's not. That's not irrelevant. Remember, Rihanna said you don't have to use clever language and fancy words. Just make your point. Always true. Always true. I'm not wishing for any of you guys, but certainly you don't have to use any fancy words because the judge, you don't understand that. So when you present yourself, be very credible in what you're, you know, saying. You don't have to find in some fancy words. Just say the way that it is. I believe we're finished here. There's really no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimony the court has heard have been clear and concise. The medical report has no bearing on the matter. Shut up! Let me talk! There's no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could possibly... This medical record card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that? What? The outburst half petrified me, brother. It feels like a mini escadron, sure. Of course I believe, how could they possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hota Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to you? Well, yes, it should. But are you telling me that the victim has just had a tooth extracted? What is this? And furthermore, we're getting some reassurance. We have characters development, guys. Like, you know, from someone that is so unsure to like, damn! If I told you that as a result the victim has been forbidden from eating... Just, what are you trying to say, cadet? He had ordered not to eat? So what? It's everything up here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. Just bet. It's gonna be bet, whatever numbers. Oh, flip. Hasan. As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 PM, the victim could not be eating anything at all. Additionally, there's more. You have a shorter court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effect of anesthetic. Expertly done, partner. Oh shit.
Objection!
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? Oh, well, now we're resorting to some sort of, you know, insults. Let's go. Bring it on. Bring it on, boy.
Ho 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
I forgot all the Christmas redeems. These are basically like just look at the photographic evidence. He clearly chew. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Can't you follow the
Grinch
logic?
got a
Someone else ate it.
awful idea.
Someone else ate it, not me. How dare you? How dare you? Ah, tiger! What's wrong with you? You're noisy. You're so noisy. You are so noisy. I. What? You're woken now. Oh, it's 3 AM. It's your turn to be awake. I think it's fair to say the table in the restaurant case have turned. Yeah, there's a lady. Would you agree with your Nosuke? Having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who ate the thing? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're raising counsel? Yes, I am. Counsel. Oh, that it's me, doesn't it? Yes! I knew that, girl. Listen, I'm trying to be a lawyer here. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show me what you're made of. Yes. As a yet unknown third party. Let's go.
Objection!
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such a
Yes!
person. There was because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on this table, which shows the discrepancies. The only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating. And that was the table we're talking about, so you were the one who submitted the evidence that you hid from me earlier. Archie! It's clear that this witness testimony are non-reliable. We have already attacked the credibility of the witness earlier. So there we go already. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. We are going strong. Are you insane? I'm not. You would take on the government. Don't worry, Counsel, I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them. Those two witnesses in the stand. Man, pathetic. What are you talking about? They were lying. We have demonstrated evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if now turns out that the two of you deliberately lie when giving a testimony, it's perjury. Obviously, you will be charged with perjury. Thank you. Since this is murder, you will also be the demon complicit. Ooh, now we're pushing a little bit, but fair. Complicit in murder, because you are an accomplice. When you deliberately lie about certain things in order to help the murderer get away, you are deemed an accomplice, at least an attempt. It has been shown in some cases where, some of the murders out of pure love would, they will not even lie, but, to hide certain stuff from the court itself, it is still considered, being a complicit in murders. Little company? I've been watching clips. What is little company? Negative! There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. There was tactical meeting. So this is also another thing that you cannot do. You can, talk with your witnesses about certain stuff, but you cannot, tell them what to say exactly. Just following orders from who? That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. What? There was a gentlewoman? Oh shit. What? There's only one dev? So like an early access view. What did you just say, Korekuta? Oh, well, you saw the gentlewoman, you liar. But the question is, who is following orders? Now hold on, you said never saw the gentlewoman? When you say gentlewoman, do you mean the lady at the table? You saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
Objection!
What is that game about? What is the meaning about this? These witnesses gave false statement. They did! Is it true you pair? Just one simple slip of the tongue. No crap. Order console. Explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely nothing of this. Then who? Would it be Xbox? Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, That's classified information now. When you present yourself to the court like that, you cannot say it's classified. Forget about it. So you prepare to be trial as a conspirator to this murder? Yes. It's a good game? What kind of game is it? You wouldn't. This can be happening. Of course you are. We are not so good. Judging the way they are reacting to this, I'll say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. The professor. Forensic professor. Yeah, boy, if I'm gonna letting you a ship in your ass to visit different music collections in order to pay the companies back. So kind of like, you know, what is that game that goes to different, you know, stars and planets to get resources. Okay. I mean, to wield that kind, there's only one handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police as well. I mean, he isn't the forensic doctor, right? Any idea who might be behind this? Then we can continue our pursuit. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any further. Army Surgeon of the... So Sergeant is still very... He's an authority, right? I would try a huge robot. It's a horror game. Horror game, really? I watched some vid on it, it does look good. What's the name of that game already? Someone said it earlier. How can we possibly? Remember how we progress so far before? More detail about new clue. We're gonna examine more. Everything. Let me re-examine everything. Lethal comment. I cannot do anything. Oh, this. That's unexpected. Look, do you see it says a witness name here? Satoru Hosonaga. This thing other than show the person's name, that's... It's not the name, that's exactly his job title. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. I have no idea. Let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here, the weirdest visitor got information. Also, Naga-san is the police. Okay. So I wanted to examine this piece of evidence earlier, but I couldn't. So, Hosonaga. He's an inspector, not a waiter? What the? He's a police inspector, really? Proximity chat that gave me that jump scare? But you've been just consuming contents about it. I'm gonna have it manipulated. I'll show you the penalty will be severe. Wait, Your Excellency, I have no idea about any of this. You have no idea. I swear to every Shinto god. And you're nothing! No time to think, I'm just going to have to close my eyes without the first thing that comes to my head. Satoru Hosonaga.
Yes! Objection!
Poppycock! Yo. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witness give false space? And not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. He's not only a head waiter though. If that is dimensionally worth a waiter. One clue what this monster called slime was cornering the player and then they brought out a ladder in order to survive a horde of bugs. What kind of game is this? Is it like, you know, games that you can play? Is that a one-player game or is it like a multiplayer game we're talking about? 4-player? Ah. No, I want to present, I don't want to examine this thing.
Yes!
20-player lobby though? That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's up for the interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. The front of the back? What? Or it might be added to the future, maybe. Also, Naga sketched the plan of the restaurant and the reverse sides of his business. At the front of that viscera revealed that the man in question's profession, his true profession. Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency, the card reads Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation, Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Why is it that the police are always like, you know, like this? Like police are always like scumbags in every single game, why is that? So sad for the profession. I heard. Why haven't I heard any mention of this one? Because immense power, absolute power as far as regular civilian are concerned. Was in fact the waiter who gave you your order? Was it he who told you not to mention that we've seen this foreign gentleman at the scene? Could be playable on console later. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that. I mean, I'm not big enough to be, you know, playing something that is on beta phase, making content out of it. Maybe, you know, people, they can do a lot of stuff and make that game popular eventually. I like it. But for, you know, foreseeable future, leave a company with Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, there you go, you are here. I was worried something like this might happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. Is that a problem? Well, I guess it's really good even in the beta phase? Sure. Is there a tentative, you know, release date? Full game, that is? He did absolutely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigation flawlessly, it's my god. So you were the one who did the investigation? With the photos and everything. Okay. Let me myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusual, careless mistake. You mean to say you really are a detective here? As a restaurant waiter, yeah, why would you? Of course, your salary must be terrible! I was working undercover. For what? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter working undercover. Incident You would be an undercover and give people, you know, your business card as an inspector. That was an undercover. I haven't mentioned it only recently released on October 23rd for the beta phase. Well, generally speaking, if they are going through beta phase, though, it should be almost close to release. And with the classified police information, which I'm not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. That might be something that we're gonna have to elaborate eventually on that, in a case, the things that he's investigating. But you will level on 1 point for the court. The murder itself, what happened? We have just heard new information about the two witnesses besides you. Not at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this present. Nearly everyone is playing, I feel like they shouldn't be self-reporting it to our advantage. Did not allude to this on the dinner, therefore I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a boy, you require this research to be completed. Would that be correct? Right, yes. Unbelievable, you made them lie! Shut us. Good night? Alright, you have a good night. Bang! As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair beside. But why did you tell them to not say that there was a lady though? You were the head server, waiter, so you should know the lady. What is this? Sitting opposite to the victim at the table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. Will the truth come out? Get up, Tiger. Get off me. Get on me. Get on me. Get out of me! Sit down! No! Sit beside me. Seal of the restaurant reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. You mean to say protect the lady, remove the English woman from the scene at once? Who is that English woman? It was made clear to the English woman, but it wasn't to be concealed. Those were my orders. Whatever was the killer, I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. Who is that English woman? The Empire views a friendly turn over the relationship with Britain more highly than. So we are actually fighting against, you know, a very powerful woman as well. Probably not in this case. I don't think the women kill anyone here. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. Maybe she did, but I'm very skeptical to the women killing anyone. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom women in this game. But it's not right. It's not. What? Tiger, stop it. Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the Medical Facility Research Laboratory is a young Englishman. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're chosen the candidate for the overseas study tour. Okay, crap. Mysteries unraveling, huh? When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. That you named the lady in question upon, Inspector. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was certain Miss Giselle Brett. She's indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of UMA University Medical Clinic. What is happening here? Wow, you lost control for security count. Having under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered these victims to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency how to deal with this situation. Only because she was an English woman? Namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration to our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
But Your Excellency, no! That would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such an action. Calm yourself, Consul. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceeding of my courtroom. Yo, Judge, let's go. Inspector Hosonaga. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. But why though? But that means you'll be going against the special order you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigation flawlessly. So it won't be a problem. He's probably gonna get killed. Or he's already dying. Nothing will get in my way! Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brand to the witness stand. Alright, Ali, you are called to the witness stand. Good boy, Tiger. Who's a good boy? I mean, Tiger, you sit like a human right now. Ali, now even the law is no longer protecting you. Get your ass over here, English women. Now, Tiger, you sit like a human right now. What the heck is wrong with you, Tiger? You're shit weirdly. Sit like a cat. Save my current progress. Yay. Let's go. Trial part 2. I mean, these trials are like long because it's like reading a book. It's so funny when animals do that. Now he's sitting like a cat. Excellent work, that was superb. I'm so good. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there, you were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was stressful. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started finding inconsistency in the testimony. I am so good, I'm a pro. I think you might have a natural talent for people work. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of the courtroom again. He's laughing at me. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain. Is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone for the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him. Like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in courtroom, but my power of observation of one thing that I am sure of. So do I! Not so. Nah, sometimes I forget. So how about this young old gentleman? Thanks to our detective friends, he was hastily escorted away from the scene in haste. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. I was so focused on the gun. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, and then on the floor next to Dr. Woods, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor, and just after I bent down and picked it up, bang! He goes, bang! Tiger, bang! Bang! No, I would not shoot you. I would not shoot you, Tiger. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sea. He bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective, apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. It's because I was shot in the pantry. I have no idea what happened outside. Shot in the pantry, really? So I was in the kitchen, really? Professor Mikotora. Well, it seemed I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectation, I have to say. Yes, it seemed you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still interested in Bitsy. Our justice system even more so, which is why I firmly believe we need to send our brightest youngster overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation where that might have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. It makes no difference, lawyer or otherwise. I'm the kind of man who can help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. Fair, fair.
What are you saying, Kazuma? What are you saying, Tiger?
So that is your stand. I was afraid you feel that way. Kazuma, well then. It looks like it all comes down to you, young man. You need to prove you're innocent and uncover what really took place in the restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. You are shady as hell. I have a personal connection to this. He's even admitting he has a personal connection to this case. Whatever. Come to think of it, you said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't you? Did you know the victim? Yes, I did. You're probably aware Dr. John H. Wilson was a visit professor at UB. It was I who invited him, right? I didn't know that before. Anyway, you are about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain and a well-known one, and naturally our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. Alright. Let's not forget who we're up against. The gentlewoman who's involved in our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths of time. We're gonna have to discover, you know, who is this exactly, this threat. But I have no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight right to the round. Okay? I need you to run an errand at university. There's something I think we may need. Now you certainly help me. Kazuma-san? Is that your girlfriend? Court recess is over. Please make your way inside. Wow, let's do that. And there and deal a decisive blow. Let's do that. And the second half of the trial. Usually that's when the trial will conclude. Thank you. Really. If you haven't said you believe me, then I'm fairly sure I already have been found guilty by now.
I love you, Kazuma.
I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend coming from you, that means a lot. Romance? If I'm found guilty in this trial, the new Hunger Game movie is really good. You've seen it? This is my battle and wow, because you absolutely cannot afford to. What the heck? You wasn't dead? Go to sleep, dear Darcy. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria. Yo, cafeteria, dude. I'm gonna go to sleep. The courier resumed the trial of Venus. Okay, la la la. Prosecutor Archie, have you managed to subpoena? Oh, did you manage to subpoena already? Okay. Against all odds. Had some dreams. You were dreaming of what? Thanks to a certain young strike plane. What? The prosecutor is now under rather painful scrutiny from the garden. That the government will scrutinize, that's their job, it's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relationship will forge with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation founded? Yo, you exaggerate. Terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nation is really so fragile, then the treaty is worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Saki. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinion, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up!
You jumped up, rookie boy. Oh yeah, that's trade. You don't remember Dream that much? I mean, Josh definitely remembers his dream. He was dreaming of watching people taking showers. You dude! Go to sleep, Yoshi. Aligning ourselves with the great world power will become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Are you gonna go out, Tiger? Get out. I'm just a student and no one could arguably study harder. Get out. Tiger, out. Bye. I'm talking too much on this game. My throat is so dry. By standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Wow. Those are some big words. Where is that even coming from? Do you guys even agree that a country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future? Out of the left field, despite a wild-eyed look of terror. Okay. It's like out of the left field, bam, take that. You jerk. It's the pinnacle of a nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, the trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Fred. Let's go. Let me see that. Oh. Daddy, is that you? What a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman that is from such a distance. Tea, someone bring English tea. In England, no discussion without tea. Is that true? No idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Is a swan hat? It is. My name is Satoru Ozunaga. Well, I didn't know about that. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at La Carnival. Yes, we know all about you. It's not you we're asking. In England, it's always ladies first. Oh, wow, is that true? No idea. A little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your power of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Okay. Yet your description of this amazing sight was simply a woman? Excuse. Oh. Yo, what are we supposed to say about this? A beautiful lady with a swan hat? How are we gonna describe that? Sorry, we innocent, but the power of description aside, your power of description is solely lacking. Guilty. Oh shit. What the hell is this? Gibberish? Is that English? I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but... What? Yeah, what? You tell me what? She need a translator? She's a student? Nah. The lady says her name is Giselle Brad. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in the University Medical Faculty. We're ready to hear the dulcet tone of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand one word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song. Hello, Supa. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her work faithfully enough. What the? How you know that? How you obviously do fun in English, because her English doesn't rattle you at all. You know, you clearly been paying attention in your English classes. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to converse something, Miss Brad. 3 days ago, a restaurant called La Carnaval, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim Dr. Wilson at a time. Is that correct? Am I supposed to read that as English, those lines? She said yes? Yeah, so even though she's studying here in Japan, she can speak in Japanese. This is what I'm saying! She'd like to apologize for the spirit from the scene. She said that she was due to make a presentation at the university. That's why a murder happened and all you're thinking is like presentation at the university. Good lady, good. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special order from the world. Would you be so kind to cast your eyes over this photographic prints? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator perhaps? What is that? This goddamn country? I don't have any snow here. I mean, they were only rains. It was very frightening. Okay. A sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say it would appear the lady did witness the crime? The very moment when the accused standing right there in this courtroom shoot the victim in club. But I didn't do it! She lies! Ali, why did you lie like that? Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolute conclusive witness, Steve. Alright, battle of the wit, here we go. It looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. I have snow, you should have snow too, Nate. I mean... Nature decided that you should have plenty of snows. Snow yesterday? I mean a little bit, but it all melted down, so no more snow. Alright, let's see what you have to say, lady. A frightening is sort of exciting. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late lunch on with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. Lies, because there was a bottle. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor and they got into a fierce argument. Wait, what? Well, not long after, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been helped.
Yes!
Snow tires are on. Some people haven't put them on since they got till December 15. Didn't lay. No, was it December 15 or was it December 1st this year now?
Objection!
Didn't they put it later or? Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard. Look at this snow white angel. I'm sure even dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine those words the court is going to believe. You're still making the same mistake, Riona. Okay, you mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. It's so annoying. I was listening as well as I took the statement from this lady and 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the parole. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. Testimony of the last were completely worthless, however. But usually it's the 15. Yeah, but they changed it like what, last year or the year before? I don't remember. So they definitely changed it. Let me just check real quick. Anyway, I have my snow tire, so I don't care. But yeah, from December 1st to March the 15th. They changed it like, 2 years ago if I remember, or last year. On the day in question, the laser was the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. What about under that big hat? I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm saying that because a lot of people keep thinking it's on the 15, whereas they changed it to the first. I don't know why, but they did. But when does this have to happen? Hidden weapon can be shown this is smooth. There are no pockets in my outfit. I'm nowhere to hide a gun. What about your big hat? Your hat can hide a gun. That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress. Yo, if you do that, you're gonna have another, case. Don't think about doing anything rash, scared. But I didn't find the gun up pick it up. There must have been another gun there that day. It's like 3 days ago. I mean, she probably couldn't have a gun anywhere. We got used to it being December for so long, because we did, but a lot of people are making a mistake. Like, I think that, the police is gonna be a little bit tougher. I remember, like, last year, they were going around, giving pamphlets, but they are giving grace period up until the 15th, so they are saying you shouldn't be doing that, but you better go. Like, quickly. I don't know how this year, I haven't heard of any other officers doing any of the things. But having said that, though, we are not December 1st yet. Maybe they are gonna go out in the hand of tickets and stuff like that. But I definitely remember, like, last year they were giving out, warnings and pamphlets. Like, your tire should be on it. She's the murderer. I saw that smirk. I'm gonna have to press a lot of things. A frightening sight. Press that. After 2 PM, in fact, that's really quite a late. don't keep up with the latest fashion from Britain? Late lunch on a Vogue. No. She said no. And the size of English no has quite a sting to it. The gentleman is currently working in the victim's research. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. But on the day question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, we wish to get proof of the medical report that it was a business as evidence. Okay. Went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so. Makes sense. Arrived at the restaurant, what happened next? So I ordered for myself only a beef steak.
Yes!
So only a beef steak? That's right. Yeah, were you aware of that fact? Seems so. Yeah, she heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So it would mean. What about that bottle? The print you have here shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying event. She definitely did not just eat a steak. But what is the meaning behind it? That might be important because the doctor cannot drink as well. He had a dental. Some carbonated water. There you go. See? It is meaningful. Because there is only a class, as far as I'm concerned. So how can it toast glasses when there's only one? It is carbonated water, but toast glasses. When the big time is right. The defense called for the witness last image to be formally added to the testimony info. Let's go! The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase! I hope there are some more useful tips you are picking up from this experience and bad reunions. Okay, cool. Should I press this one? Let's press this one. I will press this one. Over a glass of carbonated water.
Yes!
Glasses myself. Definitely only one glasses has that been shown. And the beef steak, that was for you, Miss Brett. Okay. I don't think there's a. Maybe I should press the other arguments too. see whether I can, you know, get more information out of it. I've heard it's not customary to eat sashimi. You've heard it? It's his own cuisine. As long as people have food to eat, what does it matter what is in there? Say that to the vegan. Anyway, back to the witness thing. Yes. Somehow I feel like there's something out of place in what she's saying. I know that already. Presented immediately.
Yes!
Weird, well. I'm afraid we're in vain. No, of course, the Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. Oh shit. We must all have speak English. I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way for her, or will be the presence of a beautiful woman. But after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. Yes. Why is she lying though? I'm gonna present something.
Yes!
I'm gonna present the glass. A short while ago you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene, that it was exactly as it was left. The lady said, cheers, there are no glasses. Just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, where's the other glass?
Objection!
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutiae?
Objection!
Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to consider the lady's presence? I would never do something so reckless. And where's the glass? Are you going to try to tell me you can clink with only one? With the bottle? I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Where's the other glasses? It would seem that it was Miss Miller who took the glass from the table. What? It was also terrified of everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I've been there at all. What? Sorry? Yo. Listen, lady. Listen. I showed the court before that this is of no consequences at all, please. She's hiding her own presence. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or two in the That is absurd. If you witness something such as a murder, if you're so shook, you wouldn't think of, hiding a glass. Such a minute details. You're gonna come at me saying, I was so scared, so I wanna erase all of my presents, so I took the glasses and took it with me. You see, Ali, you're guilty. This one lady is funny. Oh no, she's a cold-blooded murderer. So do we think that you're not going to accuse this vulnerable, young and beautiful woman of mischief? Listen, you don't need to have a lot of strength to shoot a gun. This can be put down to mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. Yeah, I want to know too. So she has something that, See, she can be carrying a gun inside a handbag. Where's the handbag? Your Excellency, a small handheld pouch commonly carried to well-to-do women in England. So the beautiful lady very graciously explained how and why she would remove the glass from the scene. However, the fact remains that its glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. No, maybe not the glass, but This has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning. How can you be confused with logical reasoning? It comes to nothing. I want to see that handbag. What is that handbag? Could have a gun inside. No, objection! 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 What is that? There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. What about the handbags? Was she forgotten with her handbag? Where's her handbag? In which she could have possibly be able to conceal a gun. See, thank you. Thank you. Vile blackguard? Yo, listen. I'll throw that prosecutor outside the courtroom. You keep insulting me, Ali. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce that there must be another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. You can seriously be suggesting that the lady? Also, Naga, did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir, I did not. How could you be throughout investigating without searching everything? Yeah. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could be in the handbag? Could have been hidden in the handbag, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No!
Order! The meaning of what prosecutor Archie, why on earth did you not have the ladies open her handbag show you the content at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure this uncomfortable accusation? Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Let's do this. Oh shit. Wow, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police. What? As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting simply because someone else, it was unnecessary. I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that they completely forgot the video where everyone is forgetting their evidence. Print is a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. It clearly shows Miss Brad's handbag. That's right. Mesh work back like this at the height of fashion in London at the moment. Okay, so we can see it too, clearly visible. It would have been immediately obvious. What? There's nothing to imply Mr. Brad's guilt here. Oh shit. Damn you, Inspector. I hate you. I thought now they are smirking at me. Ali, can I punch them? Ow. Now I need to look at that shit now. Fight in a court? I will punch him! Seriously, everyone is hiding evidence in this game. What is wrong with them? What the heck? What is that? What the heck is that? That is the same thing as the one on the plate, right? This thing. Are you telling me he was resting his hand on that plate to have a mark like that? What is that? I mean, are you seeing what I'm seeing, Ali? Is that the same thing? It looks like the same thing. It's like a cow head. What is the meaning of this, Ali? That is not a cow head. Looks pretty similar, right? Yet he did not eat the plate. He couldn't have eaten the plate because we have already established that he cannot eat. Because he has a dental surgery earlier on. Looks almost the same shit. What is the meaning of this? Heading up to shower? You have a good shower. Good work. There's a minute where we appear to have no further objection. Pathetic rookie slump over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime. No, I did not just win. I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm more sincere than I was at the start. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What? You mean this is it? Put up quite a fight for a rookie student, but the weak are meat while the strong eat? No. You're wasting your time. There's no way to defeat true justice. In fact, you can chew on your heart's content from inside your cell. This cannot be happening. Ali, help me. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? Ali, help me! And Kazuma. His dream of going to study engraving will slip through his fingers. What? Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around? Ali, what's going on? Ali, help me! Give me a second. My throat is so dry I need to drink something. Yeah, I'm talking a little bit too much. In this game, is there really no chance of turn? You heard the judge. Objection! You're gonna crash, alright, Robbie, you have a good time? See, we will be able to report to the British government on time after all. We did not consider all evidence though. Wait, Your Excellency. Ryunosuke! I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
Objection!
When His Excellency deems his trial is over, he gives his ruling. This is the most basic protocol of the court.
Yes!
Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubts of the matter. I must make a ruling. But now that means that if there was a problem with the evidence of significant detail, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of question. There we go. With the splashy account is just a new special weapon, which is...
Objection!
Put it in this coin! This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print, and it shows the handbag his gentleman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence. Let me examine this thing one more time. Yeah, this thing over here, what is that? It's not the handbag, it's a splashdown. Splashdown? Successor? Yo, I like splashdown. Let's go. Did they eliminate, Tetra Vista? There's something about it which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my fingers on it. Alright, we're clutching on the straw, that's definitely true here. But it's always like this in this kind of games. I'm gonna have to save. It's gonna kill me immediately too, so... I mean, in this game I can save anytime I want. So I can always load back up. Yes, you make myself clear. I'll get a game over immediately if I got it wrong. Oh, he's not gonna kill me immediately. Only one shot. That's my life point out there. Like 5 arrows I can make.
Yes!
It looks impossible to avoid. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. Like a burn of some description.
Objection!
A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. That is a burn mark, you're right. Also notice when he was performing post-mortem examination, the autopsy, right? It was demon related to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report. There's no possible way of knowing either. The more I look at it, the more I find intriguing by the curious shape of this mark. However, as Prosecutor Archie points out, unless a firm connection to the case is shown, I cannot allow it for time. I will show you where is it that from. Excuse me, Excellency, it would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, no, you don't decide that we shan't hold you up any longer. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final rulings anyway. Yes, it does. To be honest, I'm not really sure, but if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging in the hopes that I might uncover something useful. Oh boy. Yes, you're right. I am. If we can just link that burn to the case, we can do that. We might be able to prise this shutting door back open again. Let's give up Cuss so you can puzzle how to do that. I'm afraid that without evidence I can allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture. I have evidence. I would, yes. What I did notice was the color draining from this breast face. Is that a bigger area? How's that splat? Oh, I mean, you put it in the Discord, right, Ali? Is that in chill season? I'm sure this is the only evidence that I can show, right?
Yes!
It's linked to what weapons? Julie's? I believe the photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at the scene with mixed things. To inconvenience this poor lady elephant will really be quite inexcusable. Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little. You don't mind me, Fred. They've been doing weapon kit reveal for the past week. We were avoiding a few weapons, so I guess this confirmed what they are getting. So far, and Perry Julie's is getting ultra splash now. I would like another, you know, ink brush to have splash down. What? How?
Objection!
You can put me with your little bluffs. If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out. Show the code exactly what we mean. Okay, this is a little bit tough, but just...
Yes!
The deep stick? Actually, the point is the metal plate the stick was served on. The plate? Yes, as you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark on that. Hey! The emblem on this plate. And the mark. It's from the plate. I think Range Blaster is only other weapon to be getting it. I need an ink brush for that. You're a genius. You're spot on. Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant. Yes, thank you.
Objection!
But even if that's the case, we can know if that happened on the big question. I couldn't have been the day before or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other unrelated time. No?
Objection!
It would be OP on an ink brush. Didn't we have like a brush with a splashdown? Why would that OP? The chance of that is extremely slim. Thanks. The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Would you agree, Inspector Ozonaga? Can you imagine having missed such a terrible disaster? I mean, we did have an ink brush with a splashdown, right before? In Splatoon 2? I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long. And although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. It's a triple slashdown. Oh, I'll see the videos. If it was around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds. It's inconceivable that the victim would have let out a scream of pain. I've been investigating for several weeks already. I've not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of the La Carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation. But you are a detective, not a waiter. He was serving the undercover. Get up.
Yes!
There you have it. Something isn't right here. As the detective said, anyone who burned themselves on a piping hot plate 3 whole seconds will scream in pain. Unless the doctor was drugged. Never heard Professor scream, not on that day or any before it. That's right, and the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either. Well, if the professor has carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day, that would be beyond careless, I think, Console. Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the sergeant, and the old antique dealers, all of us would, without any question, have heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Professor Ochi? So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream? Because he was drugged. Oh shit, what are we talking about? Can you really never dream of arriving at a conclusion like this, but I'm starting to think that maybe there's a shield that you can break on the splashdown user that kills them, but the difference is that the chew of the sword will still happen anyway. Really? We've been led into a terrible trap. Oh shit. Yoda and Billy. There's only one explanation I can think of except that this apparent impossibilities. On the day in question, when he suffered the burn to his real Dr. Wilson, already deceased? What? What kind of revelation? This is like how I like these games. You know, sometimes I keep thinking of something, I keep getting surprised at the end. He's already deceased? Really? What? How is that possible? What? How is that? Wait. I'm gonna say before my logical reasoning is going to go astray. But the only logical conclusion here would be he was already deceased. Even if you're asleep, you get burned, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna scream. He cannot have not noticed the burn. That was a trap as hell though if he was already dead. On a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. That's clearly impossible, apart from in one particular situation. Huh? No one noticed that Steve is dead if the man was already dead. What? What? When the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead. That's madness, yo. Unbelievable, unfeasible. The victim was killed by a gunshot. What if he was killed afterwards, not before? He was already drugged to death? Ridiculous by the rookie student, clearly he has no grasp of the fact. No, Prosecutor Ochi, it's you who has no grasp of the facts. I beg your pardon? As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered a burn while they were at the restaurant, this whole case has turned upside down. Oh shit. Of course, must hear from this witness again. If it's true as we now believe, then the victim was already before the gunshot was heard. It's highly likely that Mr. knows something about it. Incredible! The twist of the events, yo. Okay, let's go. What are we gonna uncover? Don't forget your lunch on the engagement. But, Your Excellency, the justice system because maybe it's in infancy, but rest assured all reasonable doubts must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass a judgment. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. So it was not the gun who killed them, even the autopsy report, I mean it's not an autopsy report, it's based on, you know, some observation, that's it. She's still smiling. Yes, of course. I mean, I'll be delighted to help. Especially if it helps relations between my country and yours. Perfect Japanese, here we go, I knew it. You speak Japanese? Of course, she's a student there. Well, of course I do. I am studying in your country after all. But then why have you been speaking through an interpreter until now? My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking your vulgar tone as much as possible. Yo, she's ruthless too. Okay, let's go. Vulgar tone. But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtue of English gentlemen. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your low level. Yo. You are the epitome of true English gentlewoman, and we are truly honored by this lavish consideration used so graciously. How low can you be, Archie? Yo, listen, she's like, you know, I'm gonna lower yourself to you peasants. Oh, you serious? Yo, serious? Yo, okay. Let's go. I'll destroy you. Let's go. I will now ask you to testify on your own word about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson. So we're finally going to hear our own word on the matter. Good. The things are getting interesting, see? See? Let's go. Bring it along, lady. Come on. The victim's dead. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glass in a toast. As far as I've heard, the postmortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other ways a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me the freaking water. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it. Ali, please, do not be like that. Stay gentle. Never should anyone be like this. Unfortunately, I see a lot of people like that. That's a thing. Easy does it. I hope that is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. The pain, oh forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone. Yo. Not at all. He's like, not at all. It's a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady. It isn't very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant. I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today. The Minister of Justice made that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen. Huh? Was that prayer then? Well, you have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination. I think you've noticed that the little booty of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much. Let's go. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Consul, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problem with this witness testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear? Sure. Sure. Yes, Your Excellency, let's go. Then you will proceed with the cross-examination. The problem is I'm not seeing any discrepancy in any of the things she said right now. So I have to press quite a bit. I have no idea when the proven verb.
Yes!
I'm gonna press quite a bit. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trousers of yours has been wide open. Yeah! You cannot have noticed, can you? What? You feel... Oh no. You hadn't realized. Oh shit. You're absolutely right. And as your friend, you embarrassed me as well as yourself. Oh shit. Why did you tell me? Oh shit. Yo, she's brutal. She's brutal. Let's go. Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over a vulgar scream. Can your tiny brain imagine such a thing? Absolutely not. If you're gonna put your hands on a freaking searing, and I mean searing, plate, you're gonna be screaming no matter how much you're gonna try to not do that. Even if you're not screaming for whatever reason, you're still gonna make a big move. No, no, no. Everyone jumping on it? I think my tiny brain
Yes!
can. Oh. Well, I can't anyway. Sure. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor raised our glass and toast.
Yes!
I should testify before you were drinking carbonated water, is that right? If you remember, which explains why he ordered that drink, correct, waiter? Exactly as you said, sir, although what? Whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the stick on the table, I did not know. I'm afraid I don't remember that, okay? Damn you! I've enough English to understand that at least for the benefit of others, so you mean bless you? Hello, Shadow. I mean, damn you equals to blast you, Ali. Remember that. I think you mean the exact opposite. Anyway. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot.
Yes!
Yes, it's written here in the paperwork. Fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma. The risk isn't going to kill us, and as there were no other sign of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death, it can only have been the bullet from the gun you put at the end of the innocent man's life. But it doesn't make sense. The burn must have happened straight away when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that's true. If it cooled down even slightly, it wouldn't have been able to make a burn like that. Okay? If the victim burned his wrist on a hot plate as soon as it was brought out from the kitchen, then he must have already been dead at that point. And yet the fact is that the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Until you are able to show the court evidence to prove that, this is a complete waste of time. What else do I have? Did he get poisoned by the carbonated water? Ali, what do you think? How did he truly die? I mean, this is only from mere observation, so the autopsy report is definitely not accurate. No exit wound, single bullet fire at close. Pectoral ballistic trauma. There's something I'm not getting here. I don't know what it is. There's some other way a man not be taken without leaving a trace, please you show.
Yes!
However, Professor is thinking there are always telltale of trace on the body. There can be no doubt, isn't that right, Inspector Osunaga? As I've said, I always aim for flawless investigation. But maybe there's some other ways of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. You're going to have to tell everybody how exactly you think the process will do this. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? We need some evidence. Yes, evidence.
Yes!
What do you mean by that? Yes. The lens of the grave written in the police store everything found on the grave for later examination. But in this country, you investigate one and that's the end of it. Isn't that so? But right, La Carnival is open for business as usual today. Oh shit. That's like the worst. Exactly, we should not even if the evidence can take a different direction. Vital evidence may be lost. Yo, that investigator is coughing blood already. It doesn't feel comfortable to naive detectives who try to preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you understand. I feel a blow, this lady is as formidable as she is beautiful. It's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Archie is finally starting to see senses. I very much doubt that. Still, there's something about what Miss Press just said. Something isn't quite right. She's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her past without the process. There is one thing I noticed, something that's been bothering you. Actually, no. Did you drink the water too? Alright. Okay, is she killing the investigator? I don't know whether she's killing anyone at all. Okay, so we are using something that I have not seen in previous game, pressing and changing the perspective. So this is totally like an entire new thing. How about this game, okay? Because usually you don't do a double.
Yes!
I'm gonna press her.
Wait.
How do I do that? Detective reaction is just the same as Y. Up until now, the technology instead would be spread as interpreters, but now you're gonna be a witness. Just listening to what the English Muslim had to say, this could be a golden opportunity. Let's go. Everyone is guilty at this point. I'm innocent. To not let anything slip? Not quite. That is not true. However, when they listen to someone else speak, they often let their guard down. Okay? He's lost in his own thought. So he did preserve something! It's time to pursue the man and his train of thought. Okay, it's all to do with the witness marker. We are still in the tutorial part. So we focus on this is like an entirely new ways of inspecting stuff. Who's the person actually making the current statement? So I'm allowed to switch perspective. That's why there are like 2 witnesses. Okay. But by moving the marker on the left and right, you can turn your attention to other people. So while you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with aim. Okay. Let's do that. If you ever notice a string almost where all the people understand, take a quick look around. There we go.
Wait. Excuse me.
Alright, Inspector, tell me, are you dying? It looks like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say? If there's something you'd like to say, please, share with
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? It's the delightful Englishman was terrified at the moment. As far as I'm concerned, he is also on the witness stand. If you can find fault with her testimony, then the court. Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness. Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. Inspector Hosonaga, answer, do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brand? So I need to be careful about something else as well. Okay. Well, yes. If you don't mind, I would like to speak. The lady is right, our country's police practice is not as modern as those using it recruited, which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. So he did keep the audit thing. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence to see, so you did preserve something. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief, I'm not ashamed of what I've done, so what did you keep? So, well, it looks like the lady's remark touched a nerve there. Take this, the bottle. So it was poison, that's why he is looking so sick. It's lost on the bay opened 3 days ago now, yes. But it was carbonated, what everyone says. So you drank it! One day our police will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I can guarantee it. He's dying because he drank the water! So I was right with the poison! Can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death? Yes, it was that bottle. She seems to avert her eye when she answered the question. So she did. I was right in saying that it was poison. How dare you? Language I don't recognize, you know what it says, guys? I think it's French. There must be very expensive water. Uncle Francis asked, I can read French. She knew a little of... Wow, she died. What is this? So this carbon water is last drink of the wizard never had. It looks like there's a little bit left in the bottle, although it's just plain water. Sip of this. No, Ryunosuke, you can do that. For one thing, that's evidence. You can go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're alright. What might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke, in more way than one. I wonder, could there be anything in the water? It's in the water. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. So it's the water itself.
Yes!
I will show you the water. The bottle of water. Obviously, I'm referring to the bottle of poison. We know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle, a bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died from taking a sip from his glass? Let's go! Was sitting at the same table as well, able to slip poison into his drink, and the only person who could possibly have done it, Giselle Brett, it was you!
Objection!
Have you considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed in a code of friendship with the world? I don't care. I don't want to go to jail because of your agreement and treaty. Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusation could jeopardize the entire treaty? Just test it out. This is not a political, this is a trial to determine one's individual guilt with respect to one crime. True that. What? The fact that this woman is visually should make no difference. We are here to determine the truth. See? Someone is talking sense. Shut up! It is you who should be silent. Dear lady, where did that come from? She just snapped. I'm afraid I might have spoken unfairly before. I offer my almost humble apologies. To what are you referring to? I describe police force as inferior, but no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigate this particular point through, I believe. The bottle, I mean Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not. You drank it, didn't you? Of course. Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. Naturally, we tested it inside of it and its content, and I order tests for every toxin that's available in this country. So it's not a poison from this country, okay? Give me a second, I need to go eat. I'm back. How about that? So those flowers on your swan, what are they? It's not any poison from this country, he said. I'm very grateful to you all Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair, thank you. But of course, the only pleasure was all ours. This can't be right. Everything falls into place where it was poisoned. Thank you, Council. It's not. No, the coach would apologize for the great inconvenience that has caused you, Miss Pratt. Oh no, I'm just glad the matter is resolved. Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further evidence to present to the court at this point? Oh. Yo, what am I supposed to do, Ali? Help! Help, Ali! Ali, help! Oh, yo, what am I supposed to do? Oh no, what else do I have? Those flowers. Doesn't that the flowers looks exactly like her hat? Yeah, flowers. Like on that table here. Flowers. Where's the cork? Where's the cork? It's either the flower or the cork, but I'm leaning towards the cork. Where is the cork? Where is the cork? Already got lost? Oh shit. What is the cork? I have nothing more? I have something.
Hold it!
Ah, that's when the professor asked her to do something. Please wait. Forgive me for intruding court proceeding, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Madake-sao with nowhere left to go. She's gonna be a good, assistant from now on, I would assume. She's got a small package wrapped in furoshiki cloth, which is for the bento, right? Part 3 of the trial? Yeah, I won't be able to go through the trial today because it's already like 5 AM. So I think it is a good point for me to stop about it. I was thinking, the first trial is gonna be short, but apparently it's not that short. So yeah, because usually the first one is like a tutorial kind of thing, so they make it a little bit easy, a little bit short, just so that you can go right into it. But maybe because I was reading at the same time compared to when I was playing alone, so Part 3 trial, we're gonna go over it on the next stream, next Monday. How about it? Sounds fair? I mean, it's definitely a little bit different compared to what I do usually. Maybe, difference is good. We're gonna see how much you guys, enjoy these kind of visual novel. I personally do enjoy it myself, but It's very a little bit quirky, a little bit of humor it's thrown into the cases, but at the same time, going to the logical thinkings. Maybe you guys are thinking at the same time that I am. Me trying to explain my stuff, but there will be definitely other cases that I will be stumble upon a certain point, like where I'm gonna throw the objection and whatnot. But overall, though, this is like a very obscure genre that I feel like me personally like, but not a lot of people like. So I'm just throwing it out there. Why not? Waiting for the next game to come, which is the Peach game in February. So I don't have a little bit of time of throwing it. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do, because I'm definitely having a little bit, a lot of fun just reading through the dialogue. It's not a lot of action, it's not a lot of stuff, but think of it like maybe looking through a movie and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, so I'll be seeing you guys back on Wednesday, as I was saying. Yeah, I already post all the schedule on Discord, so for this week I have already scheduled, my next stream, which will be a Seas of Stars. You're interesting so far. Yeah, well, good. At least someone liked it. I mean, the third one, but I'm enjoying the game. I've seen it in the anime. Yeah, definitely very enjoyable. I know that it's very niche, but it is what it is. Anyway, as I was saying, a Seas of Stars. So I am left with one side quest, which is find all the conch shell. I have like what 20 something to still find, and after that we're gonna go and tackle on the true endings. I don't know how long it's gonna take. We're gonna see, but I certainly don't expect it to go beyond my Wednesday stream for that. And as per usual, Friday we're gonna do some Splatoon, and it's gonna be big run, so we're gonna focus on big run. Friday, I'm gonna start a little bit earlier. If you guys seen the Discord announcement that I made, the time is gonna be 12:30 a.m. my time, which is I don't know, depending on where you are, but it's like 45 minutes earlier compared to usual stream, because I have to finish earlier for stream. So just to compensate a little bit, roughly like a 3-hour squeeze into it, maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours squeeze into that kind of time spot for a big run. I think it will be fair. So that's set up on Friday, and then after that we're gonna go back to the schedule. But those kind of announcements will be made further down the line. But for now, like I said though, it's definitely a little bit of a quirky adventure, definitely a little bit of a change from what I do usually, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of RPG, a lot of action, shoot 'em up kind of game, and this one is really like lots of readings to do, but it's fun. I think it's fun. I'm just saying. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Take care until then though. Bye.